Yo guys, welcome to this video in which I will be going through all the lethality items that Riot is gonna come up at Season 10 2020. However, the question will be what to build on Wukong and what not. I will tell you my opinion at the end of that video, and after you finish that video, after you finished watching that video guys, please go in the comment section below and tell me your opinion on what to build and what not on Wukong. So what is your opinion? What kind of lethality items should we build in Season 10? Okay, I would love to read from you guys. Tell me in the comment section guys. So let's start things off with the Serrated dirk. As you can see, they just deleted the passive unique passive Headhunter. So now it's without the Headhunter. The 10 lethality is still the same. After killing an enemy, your next damaging spell will deal 40 bonus damages. Is now lost, guys. Okay, it only you only get 10 lethality out of building a Serrated dirk. The costs are still the same. 1,100 is still the same. So we're gonna continue with the Yomu's blade, guys. So as you can see from this picture already, we lose Warhammer on Ghostblade. This means we will not receive any cooldown, guys. Okay. So the way you build Ghostblade in Season 10 will be Serrated dirk plus pickaxe. That's right. So let's go through the passive and all the description of that item. So the attack damage will stay the same, as you can see, 55 attack damage. It says over here at the old Ghostblade 10% cooldown reduction, we will lose that, okay? Also on top of that, we will lose 6 lethality. At the current Ghostblade, you get 18 lethality. With the Season 10 Ghostblade, we will only get 12. So the unique passive, we will get 40... plus 40 movement speed out of combat. This is still the same. It's going to stay the same. The next unique active passive will also stay the same. 20% movement speed for 6 seconds if you activate the item. And now there's a new thing called set bonus Director's Arsenal. This means, guys, if you build only one lethality item, you will get quick hands. And quick hands actually gives you 10% cooldown reduction and 5 lethality. So this means if you start the game and you have the amount of gold you need, 2,900, and you buy your very first lethality item, you will get 10% cooldown reduction just like the old Ghostblade, and you will receive plus 5 lethality, plus 5. If you add 5 on the 12, we will receive 17 lethality, which is still 1 less than the old Ghostblade. So you can say the new Ghostblade is not that strong like the old Ghostblade. The old Ghostblade was better. The thing is, if you build a second lethality items, you will get this passive here, dual wield. I don't know how to pronounce that. You will get 10% cooldown reduction and 15 lethality. So here you can see the strong side of that item. You will get 15 plus 15 lethality, which means 15 plus 17, it's 27. Okay, so this is a lot more than 18. So here's the thing, but if you build a third lethality items, you will lose these two. That's right, you will lose this passive and you will stay with the 12 lethality on Ghostblade. I will go ahead and show you that on Duskblade, what I mean. So this is Duskblade. Let me show you how to build Duskblade. It's the same like Ghostblade. You build Serrated dirk, and then you add a pickaxe on that, and you will get Duskblade for 2,900. The same amount like the Ghostblade. Okay, 2,900. So let's go through the stats. Stats are pretty much the same when it comes to the attack damage. 55 attack damage. 10% cooldown was the old one. Now you will lose the cooldown reduction at the new one. You will get 15 lethality when it was 21 lethality on the old Duskblade. So you will lose 6 lethality out of that. That's actually a lot. Unique passive, Blackout is still the same. Everything is the same. Unique passive, Night Stalker, I think is also the same. Besides that I think this here is a little mistake. It says over here slows them by 97% for 0 seconds. I don't know if this is If this is a mistake here or not, I don't know, because it was like 0.25 seconds. Now it's 0 seconds. So this means you're not gonna slow anyone. Like if you want to slow someone, it's 0 seconds. You can't slow him, right? There is no slow effect, I think. Anyways, this item has also the set bonus Druckter's Arsenal. As I said before, if you build only one lethality item, you will get that passive here, quick hands. If you build 2, you will get dual wield, 10% cooldown reduction, and 15 lethality on top of that. If you build the third one, you will lose these 2. Okay, that's how it works, man. I thought you can build full lethality, but Riot wants us to actually choose out of these 6 lethality items, 2 of them, and stay with 2 only 2 lethality items. Because if you go for a third one, you will lose that. So you will lose that set bonus Druckter's Arsenal. So let's continue with Edge of Night. Pretty much the same. It's gonna stay the same. You build it the same, and let's go through the stats. So it used to give you 250 health. It will be at season 10 200 only. So you lose 50 health. 55 attack damage, and you will get in future only 50 attack damage. So this means you lose 5 attack damage. Okay. However, you get 10 lethality when it used to be 18. So I don't know, man. It seems like that they nerfed lethality. Seems like. Okay, you can tell me your opinion in the comment section. So we lose a lot in season 10. We lose a lot of lethality, dude. We lose a lot of lethality. So we have to stick with that bonus, I think. However, unique passive, it says channel for 1 second to grant a spell shield that blocks the next enemy ability. And now grants a spell shield that blocks the next enemy ability, so you don't have to activate that item. You will just stay with that shield once you finish this item. Okay, once you build that item, you will have that shield, just like Banshee's Wail. Again, we got that set bonus on that item as well. As I said, as I explained before, if you build 1 lethality item, you will get that one. If you build 2 lethality items, you will get that passive. If you build 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, you will lose these 2 passives. That's right. So these are the 2 new lethality items, guys. Sanguine Blade is the first one that I want to go through. It will give you 45 attack damage, which is so low in my opinion. This is very low. Questionable to build that actually. It gives you 12% life steal and plus 12 lethality. And the unique passive of that item will be when hunting with no allies nearby, gain 30% till 80% attack speed. And also there is this bonus, set bonus Druckter's Arsenal on that item as well. So let's go to the last lethality item, which is the Umbral Hydra. As you can see, you build the Hydra plus Serrated Dirk, and you will get the Umbral Hydra for 3,325, which is a huge amount of gold. Very, very expensive in my eyes. For only 55 attack damage, so really questionable to build that, to be honest. For 3,325 gold, you only receive 55 attack damage, 50% base health regen, and 12 lethality. So, unique passive, Cleave. Basic attack strike beyond your target to deal 20% to 60% of total attack damage as bonus physical damage. This is nice. And then we got that Umbral Strike, which is really interesting, this one here. This 60% to 100% of total attack damage as physical damage to nearby enemy units. Your lethality, look at that, this is the interesting part of that. Your lethality is doubly effective if Umbral Strike hits a single enemy. So if you're hunting down someone, let's say the ADC or supporter, these are the only units you can kill with Wukong, you actually will have a double effect. double effective of Umbral Strike hits a single enemy. That's right. So again, set bonus Director's Arsenal on that item, because Riot wants us to choose one of these, I mean 2 of these 6 lethality items. So let's head over to the question, which one would I build on Wukong? What kind of lethality items would I build on Wukong? So the thing is, if you build more than 2 lethality items, you will lose that set bonus Director's Arsenal passive. The thing is, so if I had to choose 2 out of these 6, I would go for it depends though. If I play Wukong jungle, guys, you know what is really interesting at Wukong jungle? This here and this. These 2 items are really interesting on Wukong jungle, because let me explain to you. You got lifesteal. First point, you got lifesteal, and also the passive is really interesting. When hunting with no allies nearby, gain 30% till 80% attack speed. This means, guys, when you are in the jungle, you are alone in the jungle, right? So this passive will be activated, and you will get actually a 30% to 80% attack speed, which means you can clear these camps so fast. Okay, clearing camps will be so easy and fast. Okay, and with the lifesteal, 12% lifesteal, you can go for these great objectives like drakes and do them alone. That's right, because you get lifesteal and you get that huge amount of attack speed. Add it on top of your E's attack speed. Once you have used your E spell of Wukong, you will receive attack speed, and on top of that, 80%, dude, attack speed from that item. So clearing camps with that item is really easy. So I would say for the jungling part of Wukong, I would go for Sanguine Blade, guys. So, however, you got the Tiamat over here, which also helps you to clear the jungle camps. But honestly, since we only can choose 2 of the lethality items, I would not go for that one. Because the thing is, yes, it has Tiamat in it, and you can clear the camps much easier and faster, but you can clear the camps already with that item very easy and healthy and fast. So you don't need to add a Tiamat on top of that item here, you know? So I would skip that item because it's too expensive in my eyes, because that one is already expensive with 3,000. Now imagine adding another item that is 3,325 gold expensive. Like, you will stay forever. You will have to kill so many minions. You know what I'm saying? So buying these 2 items will take years, man. So I would go for jungling Wukong. I think I would go for that one here, Sanguine Blade, and I think I would add the second item of that. Let me just go quickly through these passives. I think the next one would be either Duskblade or Ghostblade, but I think I would go for Duskblade. Yeah, I think these two items are my favorite items on Wukong in the jungle, because the first one, the Sanguine Blade, is just gonna help you, and this one just gonna help you assassinating people. So I think these are my 2 items for Wukong. Now for laning Wukong, I would go for. Now you can say, hey, let's go for Tiamat to split push, but Wukong is not about split push, okay? Yes, of course you can push out the waves with Tiamat much easier, but then again, guys, you gotta keep in mind Wukong is not about split pushing, so this item will be useless later on. It might help you early on, but later on it will be useless because you don't have to split push. You have actually to stick with your team and do these team fights and go into these team fights and pop your ult, and that's all about Wukong, right? So building that item will be later on very useless, and you already spent 3,325. So I would not buy that, even though it has Tiamat in it, right? I would not buy that on Wukong on the lane, guys. However, Sanguine Blade, also seems like, sure, it gives you some sustain on the lane with the lifesteal, right? I think this one is okay for laning. I don't like the passive though. It's not gonna help you on the lane, I think. It gives you a little bit of sustain, that's right, 12% lifesteal. So you can get some health back out of last hitting the minions, out of clearing minions, yes, of course. But then again, more like this is not gonna help you, man. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Tell me your thoughts, man. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section, guys. I would like to read from you guys, because I still need to figure out which kind of items are the best on Wukong. So I'm not sure about this one to build. I'm pretty sure not to build this one. I'm pretty sure about that. Because even though the passive is really strong, your lethality is doubly effective if Umbral Strike hits a single enemy. Later on in the team fights, the targets that you are looking for, means ADC, they are always with the team. So I don't know, man. You can do it. You could go for Tiamat early on and then build it later on. You can do it if you are laning with Wukong, but I would go for Duskblade. I would stick with Duskblade and Ghostblade for laning Wukong still. Yeah. And I think I would add... Wait. Maybe? Hold on a second, guys. Yeah, I think I would still go for Duskblade and Ghostblade, man. I mean, these two helps a lot. Yeah, I know. But... yeah, Duskblade and Ghostblade, in my opinion. In my opinion, Duskblade and Ghostblade, guys. Tell me in the comment section what are your opinions about these new items, guys. I would love to read from you. And also the explanation. Explain me why you would choose which item, okay? Why would you go for Sanguine Blade? Why would you go for Umbral Hydra? Why would you go for these items? For Jungle Wukong, as I said, it's pretty obvious. Sanguine Blade and Duskblade, I think, is the option to go. For laning Wukong, I think laning Wukong will remain like it is. Shitty, man. That's my, in my humble, honest opinion, guys. So, guys, I'm gonna end the video right here. And tell me, as I said in the comment section, what your thoughts about these new items are, and what you would build on Wukong in Season 10. Peace, guys.